facing me should be your name, and what's facing you should be the side that says word, Louis. So if y'all want to write your name on there where it says name, we'll get started with class here momentarily. You haven't missed anything yet. We're just writing our name right there on the section where it says name so that I can be able to call on you. And actually, just for pronunciation purposes, we're going to have everyone say their name. So let's start with you.
My name's Ione.
Ione? Okay. Nice to meet you.
Maddie.
Maddie? Yep, that's right. If you prefer something other than the name you wrote on there, go by that too. Kaylee? Alright, you have your name written on there. Robert? Easy enough. Carrie? Just Carrie, right? Not Carrie. Carrie. Okay.
And you started choking.
And George, do you want to go by that full name? Just Ted? Okay. Sorry, what's that? Malik? Okay. So if you want to write your name on there really quick, and then I have it for all class. And yeah, set it up so I can see your name. And you should be facing a blank space that on the right hand bottom corner it says word. Nope, you're right, you're right. So right here, I want you all to read these sentences and try and come up with what word you think is missing from each of these.
Believe.
We write,
Believe.
you eat.
You're supposed to write it on your paper.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm
Yep, so the same word is missing from all 5 sentences, and I want you, if you think you know what it is, for sure, I want you to write it on there. If you're a little uncertain, we'll talk about it as a class, and then you'll have that right word on there.
Do I have to write it like big?
It's really big. I want you to be able to read it really
I'm
well.
joking.
No, seriously, all class period, I want you to be able to read it. What do you think it is?
Just like that.
What do you think it is, Maddie?
Believe.
Kaylee? Anyone else come up with something different than believe?
No. I was going to put eat the first one.
It doesn't really fit in the rest of them, right? So let's go with believe, and I would like you all to write believe as big as you can. You can decorate it a little bit right on that space, because for the rest of class today, I want you to be focused on believe. Okay?
Come in. Honey. Come in.
Yeah.
I don't know where to put the I.
No, the I always has to be
I before E.
That only pertains to like 3 words. 11.
Just stressing out the name.
Like you ever stared at a word so long that it was wrong?
Yeah.
I was staring at it. Right here. And you put believe in it. Recording this sentence.
class today, we're going to be talking about beliefs. And I know that sounds really serious, but you guys look like a really mature bunch, so you can handle it.
I don't know if I can share it.
Yeah, we won't get that in depth. But different types of beliefs. Does anybody know what I mean when I say that? Any ideas?
Jesus.
Okay, that's a little specific, but I'm talking categories. Like when you're,
Oh.
so Jesus would fall under spiritual, right? Religious.
Oh.
What other types of
like
beliefs?
sport,
Okay, good. So that might be like a social thing, a social belief. How you think people in sports should interact. Anybody else got any other ideas? How about an election's coming up? What kind of belief is that going to be? Okay, good. What about, yeah, we said social, that's good. Let's see what else did I have up here. Intellectual beliefs, so what might fall into that category? If I tell you the sky is purple, is that correct?
No.
No.
Well,
So
sometimes
fact
like
versus fiction?
sun goes down.
Yeah.
So kind of.
That's true. I'll give you that one. Alright, what else? We had moral economics. So moral beliefs, that's like what's right and wrong, how our behavior should be. Economic, that might be how we think that funds should be spent, or how extreme wealth or extreme poverty should be handled, our opinions on that. And then finally we had social and political, which you guys got. Good job. So for today, I have a couple objectives, and hopefully by the end of class, you guys can all feel like you accomplished those and give yourselves a pat on the back. Up first, we have define the terms belief and belief system. We'll get to that soon. Following, we're going to differentiate between the three types of ethical premises. Sounds like a really big word. I promise you it's not. But ethical premises are what forms our beliefs. We're going to discuss those. We're going to illustrate our personal beliefs and our belief systems. And finally, examine the belief cycle and its role in our everyday lives. So how is this critical to how you function every day? And where are you going to go from there? Okay, so I mentioned those ethical premises. We've got three categories. We can either inquire, so do research, read in the newspaper, watch TV, that type of stuff, where we have evidence to support our belief. There's authority, where an assumption that is shared by another person, so what your friends, what your parents, what your teachers think, you kind of get a belief from them. And then there's inference. So based on a previous experience, you have this belief now. So if I saw that the burner light on the stovetop was on, and I touched it, and it burns me, well, I'm going to believe that that's hot now when the light is on, and I'm not going to do it again, right? So, I'm going to pass out some different beliefs. And I would like for you guys to categorize them. Based on the scenario, what kind of belief do you think that those fall under?
Do we say it? What,
Actually, yeah,
history?
thank you for asking. So see this? Inquiry, authority, and our inference over here is falling down. If you guys tell me which one, I will gladly post it under the category you think it is. So Maddie and Ione, what'd you come up with for yours? Or first, let's read it to the class. Can you read it to the class for me, please?
I believe that plants do not grow very well during plants do not grow very well during winter time. Last year when I left my potted plants outside, they
Okay, so which one do you think that goes under? Was that the inference one? Okay. Okay, what about you, Kaylee, Emily, or Ted, whichever of you guys work together, what do you think that one falls under? One of you want to read it aloud, please?
cattle are the best breed and everyone should raise them because my grandpa and dad told me so.
Okay. So what's that? Authority. Okay, good. What about you, Ted? You guys came up with.
I believe that science is the absolute best class at school because my friends usually have to sit there
What is it? Does anyone think any differently?
I didn't hear what he
Read
said.
Okay, read it real loud.
I believe that science is the absolute best class at school because my friends who took it last year said they really enjoyed it.
Okay, so what are some key? Why do you think authority? Because your friends thought so, right? And even though they experienced it last year, they're still the ones that are sharing their belief with you. So I think we'll put that one under authority. Sound good? What did you guys come up with for yours? Read it aloud, real loud.
I believe that communication is critical in group projects because last week my group didn't do as well when we didn't talk about our plans as we did this week when we had a group meeting every day.
I'm saying.
I'm saying inquiry.
Yes, sir.
Anybody else?
I agree.
You agree? Why do you think inquiry? That's okay, you can share. Okay, evidence. That's actually a very valid point. That one might be a little tricky. I actually categorized that one under the inference because it says last week my group didn't do as well. So I've experienced not doing well when I didn't communicate. But this week, when we did, yes, inference. So what do we notice up here in our categories? What's wrong? We have no examples of inquiry, right? So, do you think that each of you could come up with an example for inquiry? I have two, but I want to hear at least two others before I share my two.
Oh, never mind.
Okay, let you think on it for a little bit longer. Anybody an inquiry experience? So we have evidence to support something that we believe.
Can you write it down?
You can write it down. Yep.
Thank you. William's done.
What's your?
Kaylee, you coming up with something? Got anything stirring in your mind? Evelyn? Got any ideas?
Thank you. Okay.
Lee? You grabbing at that whiteboard? You got an idea for this inquiry category? Not yet? Okay, Carrie, you want to share with us? No one will judge. We're all open to what you thought. What do you have?
I just put Evelyn down my reins outside your shoes.
Your shoes do what? Okay. And why do you think that falls under inquiry?
I mean, when I go outside, my shoes are on.
You have physical evidence that your shoes are wet, right? Sufficient evidence. Good job.
Okay.
That is inquiry.
We got one.
Okay, I believe that Devin is a teacher because she has a degree and has classes. Is that inquiry? Do we have evidence?
Yes.
She has a physical piece of paper that says she's a teacher, right? Okay, good. Very good. So the two that I came up with was, I believe that students who practice, is everyone listening?
And he's talking.
So students who practice and apply the skills they are learning have proven to be better learners in current research studies. That inquiry? Why is that inquiry?
Because we have evidence that we already know.
Because we did research, right? Good. And then the second one, I'll show you guys a secret. I really like dolphins. I don't know if you guys do, but I think they're pretty cool. Those are neat too. So I came up with a second inquiry one. Dolphins are one of the most intelligent animals because I read in an article that they demonstrate skills and awareness previously thought to be only present in humans. Pretty cool, huh? So that's another example of inquiry. You can share that fun fact with your friends later today. Yeah. Alright, so now we've kind of gone through what forms of belief, right? Oh, I have erasers actually. I want to grab one. We've gone over what forms of belief and what categories they can fall under. So now let's talk about our actual definition of belief. What do we think that is? So on your whiteboards, I'd like you to divide them in half, like so. On, let's see, that's going to be your left, right? I want you to write a simple definition of belief. And then I want you to write on the other side, what do you think a belief system is? Think about a system. What does it normally do? Okay?
So what it is and
What is a belief? And what do you...
how do you spell belief? Is it like the same? Like is it like belief?
Yeah, we'll look it up right there. Beliefs.
Oh, okay.
And the other side is belief system. Just write a real quick, clear definition.
So you're defining the belief
Yep.
and then belief system.
Yes, define them both. Well, no, we just talked about premises. These systems are something we haven't gotten to yet, but I kind of wanted you to give me an idea of what you thought it was, and then we'll go from there. What do you think a belief system is? You guys can see that right on page. And then when you and the person next to you have both put your markers down, you know the other one is ready to visit. And I know that you guys like to visit probably, huh? So when you're done, share with your partners your different definitions, okay? I'll give you about,
Oh, I'm not even done yet.
oh that's okay. I'll give you guys 5 minutes to come up with a good definition and share it with your partners around you. And see what they believe the definition of belief is. Okay?
Oh man.
Belief is something you believe in and something you strongly care about.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah. A belief system. So, what do you picture in your mind when you hear the word system? Big functioning order of things. Okay, good. You picture something that functions to make something else happen.
like how light.
I'll let you think about it. I gave you a hint. Something that functions or something else. What do you got? You should keep that.
Second part or all?
Yep, keep it all. And we'll discuss it.
Okay.
Come up with
You got right. You say so.
Okay, good. And over here, it's a nice area. This booker. This guy.
Okay, yeah, you did tell us your name. Wow.
So I'll share with you guys what I shared with Ione and Madison as a hint, or Maddie, sorry. So when you think about a system, I don't know what you guys all imagine, but I imagine something that kind of works together to form something else, right? So think belief system. What do you think that that's doing? Malik, you need some more help? Maybe visit with Kaylee. She can give you a couple pointers. Something that you have baked in. Very good. That works. Good. I see that your name tag is blank. And you don't have to go back and do it, but I would like to know the name. What's your name? Sequoia? Okay. If you'd like, you can write it on there. You can't think of that at the moment.
This is something
A group of people who care or think they should go or that's fine. If that's what you think, that's what I want you to write. Something that people okay. What do you get, Evelyn? What one person or group believes to be right, and how a group believes things are supposed to function. Good. Robert, you having any success over here? Okay, good. Use your neighbors. You guys seem so quiet. I know when I was a student in high school, I was always trying to visit, which I now try not to do as much. But I'm letting you visit. By all means, visit with your neighbor.
Trying to be nice.
We're supposed to behave and not mean.
That's good. That's good.
Trying not to be good.
Okay, since you girls finished first, I wanted you to give me a number between 1 and 9.
11.
Six? Okay, what's another number between 1 and 9?
Oh, one, oh, 4.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sequoia, you want to share with the class what your definition of belief? Just the belief one. You don't have to do the system.
Something a person has to believe in,
Like Bigfoot. Okay. Okay, good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, better talk with Kaylee or better talk with Ted. We gotta hear a belief system definition.
I want to go.
Can I say mine?
I'm ready.
Okay, yeah. Well, Madison's real ready, so let's let her go first and we'll take yours.
Wait, a belief system?
Yes.
Okay. I put as a group of people who believe in the same thing, or beliefs categorized on how you believe in it.
Okay.
And how you believe something.
You're on the right track.
Who are kind of
You're on the right track.
Sequoia,
Never mind.
you sure?
Yeah, I'm there.
Okay. Yep, you can go ahead.
Yeah, I put a group of people who care think something should go or be kind of like Democrat or Republican.
Good. Anyone else really want to share theirs? That they think is similar to Maddie's or Carrie's or completely different?
Is it like all your,
Do you want to, Evelyn?
yeah.
Okay, good.
How a group believes things are supposed to function.
How things are supposed to function. Good. So, everybody watch. It's a 5-second time slide, so it's going to disappear quick.
Wait, I am also going to read the slide.
Okay, go ahead. You good?
God, never
You
mind.
better be watching quick because it's going to come and it's going to go, and it's the definition of both.
Oh, you're ready.
That helps.
Your beliefs.
What are our key words here, you think?
Form, encouragement, support.
Right? So did anyone have something similar to this?
I was gonna say like process.
Form, I guess, technically.
What, Sequoia?
My belief system was a system that supports our people.
That supports? What did you have in yours? I thought you had something about formation or categorize.
Or how you're supposed
I
to
think that a belief system is something that is
That works.
Ooh, look at that right
Works,
there.
good. I know yours is all in your mind, Malik, right?
One. Plus
Here, you want to
one.
write that definition down on there? Maybe you'll, or just those 4 important words. Something
You want me to erase this?
works.
Or should
Good.
I write it? I guess I should
Will you
erase
erase it?
You can erase that if you'd like.
it.
A system that supports.
It's so weird.
You were coming up with something good, I bet. That's okay. Those 4 words, those are your key words. You want to write those down really quick? How our group believes things are supposed to function. Good. That's your key word. Okay. So as a class, we're going to say these very 4 important words. First word.
Form.
form,
Second word.
courage,
Encourage. Process. Support. Your belief. Your beliefs.
Oh, that's okay, good. How are you going to remember those? Oh, that's
That's
Bet. That's very good.
That
So if I cover them, can you say all 4
form,
of them?
encourage, process, support. Your beliefs.
form,
Is that
courage,
right?
process, form.
What are they?
Form.
Good. Emily? Good. Robert, you remember these 4 words?
Form.
Okay. I hope all 4, or all 4, I hope all 10 of us got those 4 words down. And belief then was simply something that you believe is true. That's your belief. Okay? Alright. So here's some examples of belief systems. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll let you 2 work together on this. What do you think this is, Ion? What's this picture right here?
Oh, they have a baby.
What is this group of people?
Oh, family.
Good. Maddie?
Research.
Okay. Government? What do you think this is right here, Malik? You're religious? Yep. Your church? Robert? Television? And what's the name? Friends. Good. So these are all belief systems. And if we look at these, authority, these all, let's see, who would fall under authority here? Remember our ethical premises? Everybody remember those? Our inference?
Oh, your parents.
Who under authority?
Your family.
Family, maybe
Your
your church.
friends.
Okay. What about inquiry? What would fall under inquiry?
Research.
A research button, maybe the TV,
Oh, the government.
News.
Just kidding, that's not the government.
maybe school.
Wait,
Okay.
which one was, is inference the what happened to you?
Yes.
Oh,
So if you infer something,
Oh, so like learn from school.
yeah, there we go.
Or is that in the inquiry?
The government is, that would probably fall under authority. Because if one of the candidates believes something and you really like him, you might believe that too, or her, and or her.
Ooh,
Okay.
well.
Does everyone identify with these? Do you have some sort of belief systems in your life? Like
Oh,
this?
yeah.
Similar to this?
Oh, yeah.
Good deal.
Oh, yeah.
So now,
Hey!
you guys are just marker happy today, I know.
Gosh.
So I'm gonna pass out these drawing sheets. They are pre-formatted just for you, so that everyone has the same piece of paper. Until you draw on it, your drawings are what makes it unique.
Did like that.
I have 2 more, 1 second.
Can I drop this in the board?
I kinda want it on your paper,
No, Maddie.
on paper.
Still a man.
So what are some beliefs that you have developed? You don't have to share them out loud right now, but in that upper, or in the top corner, where it says I believe, I want you to write, don't fill the whole box, because you're going to draw 2. Something, a belief that you have. It can be religious, It can be political. It can be. You can write that.
I believe.
What's something that you believe? If you don't want to get too in depth, don't worry about it. Come up with something simple that you believe. Like our examples, those were really simple. Sports, those are really simple. Something that you really have a passion about that you believe. In the middle strip, we'll get to that. Actually, just write your belief for now. When everyone's done writing their belief, we'll move forward as a group. Okay, you good?
Something you tried by all. Devin, what's something you believe in?
Oh, that's interesting.
No, that's not what I thought.
Oh, no, I remember.
What's something interesting that you've read about? Or maybe something you could go with the authority category, something that your parents believe.
I
That
believe that
you believe too.
Out and then.
Write down. Oh, write down. So you don't forget it.
Devin, I don't believe in anything, man. Like what?
Maybe a cultural belief. Or I believe that NFL is the best way to spend your money because professional football is awesome. I don't really believe that, but if that's something that you guys believe, you can write that down.
No, Maddie. I believe in Ed getting a boyfriend of his skin.
I believe in that too.
I believe I'd really like to see some color on
Hey,
your
I like
paper.
pink.
Something easy that you believe. What do you like? What do you like to do?
I'm gonna put.
You do sports?
Can I
Play
do?
sports?
Is that a given?
Do you do fishing or hunting?
Oh
Okay.
wait, man.
So what's something, I believe that the best way to kill an elk is with a bow and arrow. Or with a certain type of, I don't know. Something that you believe. It can be as simple or as difficult as you want to make it, but I want to see it written on your paper, please. Okay, so after you write down your belief, I want you to write in that middle strip which one of the ethical premises it falls under. Do you believe it because somebody else does? What if I have more than one? If it falls under more than one, you can write
No, I
both.
mean, if I have
More than one
Because I
belief.
wrote two things.
Write both.
Oh,
Someone taught you that and you experienced.
It can fall under both. You can write both down. Well, if someone taught you it, what would that mean? Or if somebody else believes it.
That's hold up.
Yes,
Kinda, that is.
If somebody taught you it, that's a little different. So authority is when somebody believes it and you believe it because they do. Now, if they taught you it,
Oh well.
that would probably be.
But even though it doesn't make sense, I was thinking something that but I don't really know.
Carrie and Evelyn, you coming up with yours?
Nothing happens really.
In hunting and fishing, you don't want me to read it? Well, which kind? Oh, why?
I guess it'd be
Being the best way,
the
best thing. Okay, best thing.
you said something that I'm writing what you're saying.
Oh. Well, that's okay too. That means you're learning,
Authorities
right?
falling.
So, what category does this fall under, do you think? Do you like it because somebody else? So somebody else, okay? Put that down in here. Do you like it because you've experienced it? There you go. Good job. Thank you.
Devin, do you have whiteout?
I don't think anyone.
It's okay. We're not gonna post these in any public journal. It doesn't have to be that pretty.
Yeah.
I got a new paper. Do you want a new paper? Okay. Evelyn, what do you believe? I believe. What do you believe in? Robert? Supernatural exists. Okay, why do you believe that? Did you do some research on it? Did somebody else believe that?
So that's right.
Just because
Have you experienced the supernatural before? Well, then why do you believe that? Do you know?
It's just real.
Well, how would you go about strengthening your belief in the supernatural?
So,
If it were me, I would do research on it to strengthen that belief. So how about we go with inquiry on yours? Is that okay?
Mine's inference, right?
I still want to play.
Something new experience? What do you got? You're working on it. Looks like you're doing well.
Do we write the?
I need something out of you, buddy. Come on. In the science of evolution and Big Bang theory.
Booker. But don't say it out loud, except
Great. Okay, so now we're gonna get to the artistic part.
Uh-oh.
This is gonna, everybody, this is gonna be Malik's strongest suit. Look at his name tag and how artistic it is. So we know we're gonna get a big picture out of you, right? Oh yeah. So now, kinda like I did. So my belief was cheetahs are the fastest animal on earth. So I drew a picture of a cheetah. I posted it online and then I copy and pasted it into this PowerPoint. I'm just kidding, I didn't really draw that.
I was gonna say, that's pretty realistic.
Okay, and down in this corner, which hopefully, I don't think any of you have colored in yet, this is gonna be, what do you think it's gonna be? What's the other thing we talked about today?
You're gonna draw a line.
The inquiry.
No, remember we talked about something else with beliefs that we wrote on our whiteboards? Yeah, what was that? What was the definition? What was the word that we defined?
Belief system.
Belief system. So down here, I want you to draw your belief system.
What is it?
Something that forms.
No, what is my belief system?
Oh, what is your belief system?
Oh,
So for mine was inquiry based, and my belief system was computer. Inquiry, I did research, and I found, look right there on the computer, it says that the fastest land animal is the cheetah with a record speed of 68 to 75 miles an hour.
I can't really write like research for Bigfoot's real. I just feel like it's.
I don't know what's right should I go on here.
But how did you hear about Bigfoot? Did somebody else tell you about it?
Why aren't you in school? Technically, kind of, yeah. Well, I wrote authority on there, but Bigfoot is real.
Yeah.
I got your experience. Put inference. Like, yeah, I'm telling my
That's very good. I like that belief. So, somebody says so, we got authority right here, right? And who are those people? Draw me a picture. Round that conversation.
I'm just kidding, I'm just kidding.
Okay, you're gonna have to help me out. The best way. Why do you believe that? So you've experienced it? You've got to experience how great this is? So what premises does that fall under? Which one of our three categories was experience?
Because we want to collect money.
So can you write it right here for me? And then I want to see a picture of you doing this, showing that it's the best way. Okay, I believe we were here first. So draw me a cool picture of you with a number one in the air. Something that proves that we were there first. Good job. So what is this, television?
No, it's headset.
Oh, it's the computer? Okay, that's good. Do you watch this?
How do you draw Bigfoot?
You can draw Sheldon on there if you want.
No, it's
Okay. I believe in the supernatural. Good, big deal. So let's see some pictures of supernatural on research.
I don't know why I have these
screaming with my feet. She saw
Bigfoot is real. Yeah, did you see him?
on TV.
Did you really? So why do you think Bigfoot's real?
He's a spirit.
So is that... There you go. Good job. Now you can draw a picture of other people. It can be of Carrie here, and then Bigfoot. She saw it.
Ghost of like, she's scared of the sun. But I didn't know
Inference.
I believe in that.
It's the best way
But not like
to
just best friends.
spend your time.
I love you.
So, inference, you got it. Good job. First, I need you to draw a picture up here of what you believe. Right. Spend your time. So like a clock. You happy face is the best way. You're happy to spend your time that way. And then down here, you've experienced this. Well, I was just saying clock. Because you think that it's the best way to spend your time, right? That's your belief. So you can draw you
I drew a ghost.
with a happy face, and you spend all your time that way. Clock. But if you want to move on to the next picture, why you believe that, you can draw a picture of you doing this. Yes, that's perfect.
The bottom square. It's not bottom square. I didn't know what the dress here, so I kind of drew this. Big feet. It's not there.
So in the top is what you believe, right? Bottom.
I just feel like they are real. There's not really any reason why they should be real.
Mermaids are real.
That's a good one.
Mine's real.
I guess it should be real. I guess it should be. But Ooh, I'll try the TV.
Okay, so Ione here, she's done. And I know several of you are too. So really quick, Ione, can you share with the class what this is?
It's me.
Yeah, sure. What you believe, what's this a picture of? Okay. So, everybody listen. You can keep doing your work, but try to listen to what she's saying.
I believe that if you put in the work for something you really want, you'll succeed. I believe that if you put in the work for something you really want, you'll succeed and you'll better yourself and others. And then I believe ball is life. And then if you have mom and dad and me with the little ball.
With the little.
Okay, good.
Oh wait, no.
Sequoia, right? Okay. I didn't know your name tag is done, but that's okay. I got you. What's yours?
I believe in the science of evolution, Big Bang Theory.
Okay. Good. And what's your pic? You want to show on your picture? Big Bang Theory, right there on the television screen. What is that, Monday nights? Yeah? It's a good way. Roberts is really interesting. Everybody listen up for Roberts.
Okay,
Let's
Robert.
hear it. I like it.
I believe in the supernatural.
Okay. Good. And what'd you draw a picture of?
A little computer.
Computer? Because you can do your research about the supernatural, right? Good job. Kaylee's working pretty hard on hers. Malik, in a minute, we're going to have you share. 60 seconds. That's what you got. Go ahead, Ted. What's up?
I believe we were here first.
Who's we? Like I was here first to school today? Oh, okay. So what'd you draw a picture of? Because that's what you read about, right? Very good. I like that. Good. You want wanna go, Maddie?
Yeah, she wants to go.
Okay, you got 30 seconds before Malik's up. You got 30 seconds, Maddie, and then it's Malik's turn.
They're gonna laugh at me.
No, they won't.
You were laughing at me. Sorry. Okay, well I believe in rodeo, Bigfoot, and spirits. They're all real.
Yeah.
And where'd you draw a picture up there in your belief system?
On this part?
Yep.
I drew a TV for the Bigfoot, because that's kind of where I got it. And my mom for the rodeo, and that one dude, Nick, got that one little, you know, that little haunted show? I don't know what it's called.
Ghostbusters?
No.
Ghost Adventures.
Ghost Adventures, yeah.
Okay.
I love that show.
Good.
That was Nick.
So do you share that belief with her, Carrie?
Yeah. Oh.
Anybody else?
That's me and a girl, and that's the spirit, because I can have
Good deal. Malik, the floor is yours. Yes, I know you like is the best way. And what did you draw? Oh, I knew you were an artist. Very good. Huh. Good job. Okay, thank you for sharing. Haley, you're working on a masterpiece over there, I see.
How do I, like, what do I draw right here?
So that's your system, so why do you believe that? So remember how we talked about belief system, it forms or encourages, process, or supports? That's perfect. Well, yeah, this was your belief and this is why you believe it. Yeah.
This means B.
Okay, so everyone, what did we just do? What objective did we cover? Did anyone remember the objectives?
No.
Okay, we drew, right? So we illustrated our beliefs and our belief systems. So we can check that one off the list. All right. Our last one was to see how this relates to your life. How does it relate?
Because if
How does it relate?
what did you say?
How do your beliefs tie in to your everyday, your decisions? I'm actually going to hold that out for a second. I want you guys to get ahead. I like to be the one to raise. Okay, one sec. The decisions you make. That's how your beliefs affect your everyday.
Good one.
That's very good. Anybody else? How your beliefs affect you every day?
Because every day I don't want to come to school, I want to go hunting and fishing.
And what?
Because that's it. Every day I don't want to come to school, I just want to go hunting and fishing.
Hunting and fishing. That's after school activity, right?
No, it's dirty.
Okay. What about here? Actually, we'll go. What's this highlighted word in this one? I've got two different diagrams to share with you. They're different. Amount. So the amount of belief that you have in something is going to define your potential,
Yeah.
right? So give me an example.
Like,
What
if
was
you don't
on your...
believe in something, then you're not gonna, like, fully commit to it, I guess.
Right. Can I use yours for an example? So Ione said that she believes if you put in the work for something you really want, you'll succeed and you'll better yourself and others. I only kind of believe that, so I'm only going to work this hard, right? If I only believe it a little bit and I don't work, wait. I'm going somewhere with this. If I only believe it a little bit, I'm not going to work very hard, right? My action and my results might not be the outcome I wanted. And if I don't get the outcome I wanted, am I still going to believe in this?
No.
So I gotta work hard.
Right. So if I believe that this is the absolute truth, I'm going to be so enthusiastic. My potential is going to be so great, which means I'm going to put in a lot of effort and I'm going to get incredible results. Do you think I'll still believe in it?
Yeah.
Is that what you would do?
Yeah.
What about you, Carrie? Would you believe in it? If you believed in something and you put in all this work and this effort and time and you got the best results ever, would that still be your belief?
Yeah.
Would anybody disagree with that?
Yeah.
Riley? Does that sound good? Or, I said Carly, I'm sorry, it's Kaylee. My bad. Ted, Malik? So what if you did something and you put all this energy into it and it didn't quite work out?
Then try even harder the next time.
Okay. So you'd still believe in
Hike
it.
2 more miles.
So yeah, you said hunting and fishing. What if you went hunting and fishing for a week straight? You didn't get anything.
Then I'd be like, oh man, it's too early.
Try this one.
Yeah, go to a different spot. Then if I didn't get anything there, I'd be like, oh man, it's too early.
Okay. So you might try something different. You might tweak it just a little bit. You hold that same belief, but you go at it in a different way. Okay, good. Our second one here is, this is going to lead more into tomorrow's lesson. I'm sorry I won't be here tomorrow, but you do have a great teacher, another one coming in. She'll be good too. And she's going to talk about your values. So, what do we have around the edges here? We have mentors. We have our experiences. You listen? We got our education, faith, our culture. Those all form what we believe, right? And if we believe something, that means it's important to us. And another word for something that's important to us is our values. So be thinking about your beliefs and how they tie into your values for tomorrow. Because tomorrow, that's what you're going to be working on. Carrie, you looking? So our values, we have other things that influence our values, right? Family and career success. So it's kind of like that last diagram when we were talking about being successful. If we're really successful, that'll be something that we value. Kind of the amount of wealth that you have, that might be an effect of how much you value something, right? How might that be? Anybody know? Yeah. So if you have, let's see. If you have a lot of wealth, it can impact how much you can express your values. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So the thing that just popped into my mind is political candidates. They have values and they want to share it with everybody. But if they don't have a lot of wealth to support that, are they going to be able to go on TV or go on radio or put up signs or anything? So that's how your wealth can influence your values. And then your happiness as well. On Friday, no, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday you'll take it a step farther. You'll go into your attitudes and finally your behavior. Hopefully by then you'll have a really good idea of how this whole spectrum works together and how your beliefs, values, attitudes, behaviors are really important. They're important to express so that people around you know where you're coming from and what's important to you. Not this chart. I don't think it makes sense.
Oh, I thought you meant like on Monday or Wednesday when you like the values and stuff.
Yeah, that's what you're going to focus on Wednesday. I started here. You're going to go up the ladder. Does that make sense? It gets progressively more exciting.
To learn like follow this chart.
Kind of. Yep. Does anyone have any questions about what we've talked about today? Okay, we're going to go through a short recap then. What did we accomplish? What did we do on our whiteboards? We accomplished names, that's good. We talked about definitions of two things. Belief system. What was a belief?
Something you believe in and you see.
Something you
Care
think is
about.
true.
There you go, Maddie got it. Something you hold to be true. What was the belief system? We have 4 words, right? Now wait, don't anybody say them. We're gonna go. Robert, do you remember one of those words? Wait. Robert?
Rebel.
Encourage? What was our other 3 words?
Rebel.
Process? Support? Encourage.
Yeah.
Bell ring.
Yeah.
Encourage.
Did I hear it?
Really?
Is that right?
Good job. You're gonna remember those, right?
Are you? I think
Yeah.